What's up, everybody? This review, we're going to be taking a look at the Mezco 112 Firefly from the GI Joe line. Here he is in the packaging. We got the classic artwork. We got the side with the little Cobra emblem and his name. Got the back where you can see all of his accessories. It's a Mezco figure, so you know he's coming with a lot. Looks really cool, though. Other side. Now let's get him open and check him out. So Firefly, we know, comes with quite a bit. Here is some instructions for his different accessories, how the backpack works, all the little drones, everything like that. He has sheaths and just everything for him, all of his gear. So here we've got the packaging where you can see him, all of his hands, the different heads. Looks like the holster, backpack. But, you know, he came with a lot more than that. And the back part of this, if you separate it, comes with the second portion that has more accessories. So you have his guns, bombs, some effects for his drones, you get the knives, mags, bullet effects. Comes with quite a bit. This is going to be a really busy figure. I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty awesome. You also got the stand that I don't use, and I don't really show it off. It's a simple chroma stand with a little clear pole to kind of hold it. A bag in case you want to get rid of the casing. Keep all your stuff still together. So we're going to start here with the first clamshell that has the main figure. Take him out. Of course, these guys have little tabs here that you can pull to loosen it up. If you go too crazy, all the different accessories come flying out of there. So you got the different heads, the different hands. Do a little bit of a top view. So here's Firefly outside of the packaging. And we're just going to take a look at him like this before we start throwing in all the other accessories. The head sculpt looks really nice, the one that he comes with. Pretty cool. Got the little scar. Got the texturing in the mask. It is molded in there. That little turtleneck part, really nice. I like the material they chose for the suit. You got his plate carrier, his armor. It is detachable, so you can remove it from there. I'm not going to take it off. I'm going to leave it on because I don't ever intend to take that off. Pretty much the suit covers the whole body. You actually get a boot cut, which is nice because normally that's glued to make sure that the material doesn't slide up. Get the boots. So it looks really nice. I like the camo they use, the color, the gray. The boots have texturing in there. Pretty cool. I like it. So while we're at it, let's check out some articulation. That way when we get to the accessories, we don't gotta stop with everything. So head, of course, pops off. It's a ball peg, no hinge. I don't know if this part was supposed to come up so high. I don't know if I remember seeing anything up that high. But he can look down pretty far. Really nice. He looks up really good. A little past neutral. But he looks down really far. I like that a lot. Tilts his head really good. He's getting some extra motion from the base of the neck joint. We got T-pose. Arm goes up really nice. Double jointed elbows. Of course, the wrist has a peg and hinge, so you can rotate it around to get any kind of motion you need. I don't feel a diaphragm cut. He does have a ball waist that barely moves forward. Most of them don't. That's the one of my downsides for Mezco figures. And then he goes back a little further. I wish he could crunch forward a lot more. Leg goes forward about that far, so pretty good. Back to neutral, double jointed knees. Again, that boot cut, and then a hinge and it's like something of a hinge. Not really a hinge. It's just a ball peg that lets you kind of roll around. Legs can go out that far. And that's it for his articulation. Of course, I'll move him around a little bit as we add stuff to him just to see. But that is his basic articulation. Let's get some gear on him. So I wasn't going to show this part. I took out everything on the right side of the packaging. Right there. And it seems to be all of his like holster type stuff. They all have this stretchy fabric there. The elastic. Now, the belt comes in the second clamshell. So I had to open that up to get the belt. And it has a peg that detaches so that you can put it on and you plug it in. And then he's got his belt on. Now, this thigh, I won't call it a holster. It's got like little bombs on it. And it's like a little thigh, I guess maybe thigh holster for his bombs. It has a long piece right here. This little peg here is attached to the belt originally. You can detach it, and then this whole piece slides up and it pegs right in so that the bomb holster and everything doesn't slide down. So pretty cool. Just remember that you got that extra piece, kind of, I don't know. I guess it adds modularity. You don't have to have this around his legs if you don't want to. Personally, I'm going to leave it on, and I don't really need this. So. Same thing with the other side. Got his gun holster with these two elastic bands. So we're going to slide that over. Slide that up. That peg, so there we go. You can see where that peg is. That's just going to peg right in. And that looks really cool. I'm loving that. So really nice. Now here is a little knife sheath. And I'm not sure. Let's see. We'll put that around his lower foot. I believe it has. So he has two. There's one for the ankle, like the boot. Normally it's molded in on like classified line, to be molded right there. And then he's got one for his forearm. So, since these are pretty much, I don't want to say modular. I guess you can just put them wherever you want to, like a shorter knife on the wrist or the larger one there. Depends. It's up to you. I used the larger one on the bottom. All right, so I'm glad I cut away for that last one. That knife sheath. So I had the short one on the wrist, and I was going to put the longer one on his boot, but he actually comes with two short ones, so I figured those were both for the boots. The long one for the wrist, and then on the other wrist we have his comms that actually opens, which is pretty cool. So we get that part right there that closes and opens. Really nice. So we got everything attached here. And I put his backpack on. This backpack comes folded down and around, but it has these same elastic bands on there that give it some flexibility. These are a little bit rigid. So the elastic bands, the whole backpack's a little bit more rigid. But look at the detail in that. The back has sculpting, silver like grenades and stuff. Get that red cobra symbol. The sculpting looks really, really good. And of course, all these empty spots that we're going to fill in with some other accessories. This just slides over. The straps loop around. And then, of course, these are working buckles, which I always think are really cool. Pretty awesome to have little working buckles in there. You just gotta snap them in. That's one side. And because they are on that elastic material, it'll give you some more flexibility with your articulation when you're twisting them around and stuff. So that's cool. Instead of being that rigid type plastic, then when you turn them, it just kind of bulges weird, doesn't look right. So it's getting a little tougher to slide in there. Because they are miniatures, it's a little tougher to get a hold of them. But really cool that they are working. That's him with his backpack on. We got his sheaths. Now, I kind of wish they had came in the package with these on him. It is a lot of work. My fingers feel pretty achy from trying to get them on there in the right place. But it looks even more awesome starting to get loaded up. He also comes with his goggles, which are really cool. Be the other way. So the elastic thing is pretty cool, but yeah, man, my fingers. That looks awesome. So that's everything pretty much on the right side of that first clamshell, uh, except for that belt was in the second clamshell. Now here we have his RC car. Look at that. That's, metal in there for the pins. Pretty nice. I believe this guy just goes here somehow. It's got the grooves for the wheels. We'll figure out here in a second. Let's see what else we got going on. We've got these little drones, which are pretty cool. Got the working fans. Got red in there. There's the bottom. So look pretty nice. And these go into the side here, I believe. Alright, so finally figured it out. So these little drones here, you can see his backpack here has these two little slots. This is for this top one right there is for a effect for the drones, but when you're not using it, they're perfect circles. So the wheel will actually fit inside there. You just plug them in. Well, they don't plug into anything, you just press them in. And that's where they sit. Kind of like that. And then the RC car fits right in there. So in this area, I thought it sat down here somewhere, but it's only for the back wheels. You can slide it just like that. Fits right in there. And it's got spot for all the wheels. And this I don't think does anything. You just let you see the inside of the backpack with some more details, which is really awesome. I really like that. And again, that's how it sits. Then you can just close that. And I believe that is it for that. So Firefly comes with 6 sets of hands. We've got the fist he comes with. We've got those really expressive hands that I love. Kind of like he's throwing something, catching something, reaching for something. You got an open palm hand. Maybe he's just kind of asking for something, chopping something. Trigger fingers. These gloves all have really nice details. A grasping hand. That's another trigger finger for the other side. And each of these all have the same exact ones for the other side. More of a rounded hand, like holding a pole or something. Or his dynamite, maybe. Less of a grasping hand. And then another bigger grasping hand for a bigger object. You got 3 head sculpts. The one he comes with the eyes both kind of neutral expression, I guess, just kind of looking forward. You've got one where he's kind of squinting just a little bit with the right eye. His left eye that has the scar is a little more open. He looks a little more like what'd you say, or he just saw something, or maybe something's not going right. And you've got these where both eyes are kind of squinting. He looks a little more like, yeah, maybe he just came across a Joe on the other end of the alley and he's kind of a showdown. Pretty nice one. I'm not sure which one I'm going to leave. I might leave this one on. That one's pretty nice for like a neutral, the one that's on there. But this one looks pretty cool. Just because it, I don't know, comes across more like a showdown type face, but I'm going to have the goggles on him anyway, so yeah, it looks a little more determined, but the goggles may block it. I'm not sure. So for hands, we'll go through all of them. Of course, it's pegs. You know, I have to throw my favorite on there. Just kind of got to push the sleeve back just a tiny bit so you can get that peg more exposed. Very nice. Hey, what's up? I need a ride. Something like that. Yeah, that looks really nice. Do you get worried about some of these drones just falling out? They feel like they hold in there pretty good, but I want to press down harder. But again, those wheels are they can rotate, and I don't want to break them. They're just holding in there by friction. So pretty cool. I like it. Very nice. And then we got, let's see. We'll go to this other, like, more choppy hand. Maybe he's looking down. But ultimately, I'm going to be using trigger fingers for this guy. Because he comes with some nice submachine gun I can see. Let's get that out. All right, so Firefly comes with this awesome submachine gun. It looks really nice. It's molded in black, has some silver or grayish dry brushing over it to show it's been used. It's not totally brand new. It has some pretty cool features to it. So this stock is collapsible and it folds out, pops out. Very awesome. It's got the mag that drops out. You can see the bullet in there. Really cool. You can see the silver on the switch and everything like that. Very cool. He also comes with a suppressor. Slide that right over. Really cool. Really nice. That looks awesome. And he comes with this pistol. Ooh, slide goes back. I love that. Mag drops out. Very nice. Always cool when it does that. That's going in his holster. Gonna sit right in there. Now the submachine gun has the pistol does also. It has a little hole in the end for ports for accessories. So does the suppressor. Comes with 3 blast effects. Looks pretty cool. This one. Single shot. Really nice translucent. At 3. So just firing away, really. The other ones have the bullet on the end that you can see. Comes with these sticks of like dynamite. Little mini bombs. I call them dynamite. They probably are just something else wired together. Or they could be. Simple design. Who knows? Firefly's a guy that could do whatever, make use with anything. I forgot to put that suppressor on, and then of course that's pagan, which actually kind of, I guess, defeats that. So really nice. So we had the dynamite that could kind of fit in the hands there. You know, you can balance it, throw it, that sort of thing. One of the cool accessories that it comes with, and it's in the second tray, is these little, we'll call them like exhausts. So these guys were the drones kind of connect to. Right there in the top of the pack is that little silver part right there. These plug right in. And it's got a little end right there that goes into the drone. You can get a really nice drone effect. Like it's flying, it just took off from his pack, you know, maybe he's controlling it with his wrist gauntlet here. Maybe he's using them to spy, maybe they're doing some damage. Probably has a hood on his goggles, so he is able to see what they're seeing. Pretty cool. Of course, we got the other one. Maybe they're just bombs on there. You know? They are wired. He's going to get them to where they got to go. And then they explode. You never know. I like to think maybe he's using them to spy around, see where he's going. Be really stealthy. Nobody's going to catch him. Can use them in a different way if he needs to. We'll collapse that stock. I'm one that if you have a trigger finger, I want it to go through the trigger guy. This finger definitely is trying to go back down to the rest of the hand, but we got it in there. So really cool. Really nice shot. He's, looking at his wrist communicator, everything like that, probably seeing everything that they see. Maybe he's hiding in the woods in the building or something like that, or in a city, just letting those off. Start spying. Really, really awesome. I love this. I would like to display him like this. I don't know that I'm going to. Just because I don't know much, with that space right there. But I will leave these on him. He looks great. So this guy in the second tray also comes with a mini tray that has all of his other accessories. We got this digital pad that he would use for his drones. We've got a little satellite phone communicator. We got grenades, smoke grenades, regular grenades. We got all of his different knives that look really cool. Nice black with the silver paint. And those are the only things I'm going to take out here. Grenade's a grenade. You can hold the screen if you want to. You got these different clip-ons, things for his belt. I just don't want to lose anything. I'm really big on that for myself. I'll try to use everything if possible without risking losing anything. Maybe I'll use those digital pads or something like that in like a photo or something like that. But other than that, I'm not messing with it. If it's not a place to securely put it on his person, then I'm not gonna mess with it. But I'll go ahead and put these knives in their sheaths. So it's pretty cool. He comes with all the different. He comes with extra mags. He's got the different knives. I put the knives in the sheaths, but they feel really loose. I'm kind of worried about it. This one kind of had a little bit of resistance, but these boot ones here, they just kind of slide right out. Kind of want to put some kind of tack or something on there just to make sure they don't go anywhere. But he's got them on both. He looks awesome. I'm loving this. This is pretty much how he's going to go on my shelf. Even with my favorite hand. Yeah, I love this. This dude is so awesome. So for a comparison, we have the Mezco 112 Storm Shadow, and we have the Mezco Snake Eyes, the first release. These guys, they're all masked and really awesome in their own ways. About the same height, pretty much same body build, just all done really well. Just how awesome is that? They look so good together. Now I've still got Roadblock and Destro, and I'll get a review of those also. I'm just gonna help myself with starting with these guys, even though I've had those. I get these all when they release. It just takes me a while to get to them, and then I don't know. I just kind of went based off of which ones I really wanted to see. So these guys all look very awesome together, and they're just killing it. And again, about same height, same build, totally different, but stand out in their own ways. These Mezco Joes are really awesome. I love it. And here for another comparison, we have, of course, the other Fireflies that I have. So we have the GI Joe classified versions. We got the Cobra Island, and then we have the other one. This Cobra Island one is really cool. He's got that big vest, but he's limited in articulation. But when you look at the packs and accessories, he's got a drone, and he's got dynamite. Really cool. That Mezco one came, he has his drones, and he also has the sticks of dynamite. Really cool. But this guy also has the RC car that I guess you could attach the bombs to, everything like that also. Riding around. Really cool. Now this Firefly, also really cool. He's got his RC car remote right there. There he is. So no drone, but he's got the RC. So these two versions came with different things. He's got a submachine gun. They all got the goggles, different styles. They all look really good. This one's just lacking in articulation because that vest is so huge, different style. But the Mezco one absolutely nails it. He comes with both of their accessories, a drone, an RC, the dynamite, the submachine guns, the blast effects, all kinds of stuff. He just comes with so much, which is very awesome. It just puts him so much more above these other ones. So, of course, he's a different price point, but you add up these two, and you're pretty close to the Mezco. It's like one of those, might as well get the Mezco version. I think it's the definitive one. Of course, it's going to cost just a little bit more, but over time, you're going to be spending that anyways. So I guess it kind of depends on your style. If you're trying to stay closer to, like staying away from the soft goods look, if you want your plastic and that's it. But I'm collecting the Mezco ones. I love Joe's, and I just I'm told myself I'm staying away from the 3 3/4 now. I'm just sticking with this kind of scale, uh, and I think that Mezco one is the definitive. If I can only keep one, and it kind of makes it so that I don't ever need to get another one. Honestly, unless they do something drastic with the look. That means that figure's pretty awesome. I love it. I love the look, everything like that. These ones are still cool in their own way. They'll be on, the classified shelf, but if I ever have to grab one, definitely the Mezco. He just completely nails it. The looks, the soft goods. He just comes with so much. So pretty cool. And hopefully you guys saw everything you need to see. Maybe you weren't sure how drastically different they were. The classified ones were from the Mezco. Maybe you're just curious about Mezco figures. Period. Hopefully this lets you see, get you a little taste of like what they're like. Maybe you decide to pick this one up because of the video. Maybe you don't decide to pick it up because of this video. Again, I hope you saw whatever you needed to see. And that's going to be it for this review. I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.